343 updated us on what's to come for Halo Infinite, a public test you can join, and I'm giving away some free stuff. Let's just get into it.
Oh my listen! Are you kidding me? Let's get into it, folks! They are the Halo World Champions!
The first thing I want to start with is the two new multiplayer maps that we're going to see, Behemoth and Fragmentation. So Fragmentation is going to be a big team battle map, and Fragmentation looks like it's going to be a traditional 4v4 map specifically designed for Capture the Flag. So while the map preview goes on in the background, I want to quickly talk about the public flighting. Yeah, you're going to get access. On October 1st through 4th, you're going to be able to play a 12v12 big team battle or a traditional 4v4 match against real players. So make sure you're following Halo Waypoint so you don't miss out. During the flight, I'm going to have 3 challenges for the community. And if you can complete it, I'm going to give away 6 copies of Halo Infinite. More on that later in the video. The next thing you should know is there's a new game type. 343 called it Total Control. There's going to be 3 zones, and to get a point, you have to capture all 3 together. To win, you need 3 points. It sounds like to capture these zones, it's going to function a lot like Halo 5's strongholds. But once you capture them all, it's going to rotate. I'm really excited about this one and hope we get to try it out. Each new Halo has added new functions, like Forge and Theater. And Halo Infinite's adding 2 new modes. It's the Training Grounds and Academy. For those of you who weren't around during the first flight, the Academy is just drills against bots to help you master each weapon. You get a score at the end of each timed session. And what's different this time is they've made it harder, they've incorporated new drills, and they're actually going to have a leaderboard for you, so you can compare and see how you stack up against the rest of the world. If that has you revved up, you should really be excited about the Training Grounds. This is going to allow you to go into a map and customize your experience entirely. You get to choose how many bots you want on your or the enemy team, how difficult they are, what weapons they have, and their health. You can choose to be invincible if you'd like. This is actually a really cool feature because you can learn spawns in a pressure-free environment, and then without having to load up another mode, you could just turn off the bots and start practicing your jumps on the map or learning where the power weapons spawn. I'm really excited about this one. I'm particularly excited about the never before seen weapons that they included in the video and that we're gonna get to test in this flight. The first is a shock rifle. It seems to be a little bit of an electric battle rifle that seems to damage Spartan shields quite heavily, but what's really cool is that it will arc to nearby enemies and damage them as well. This will be really cool for campaign and firefight. The other weapon that they introduced is very similar. It's called the Dynamo Grenade, but it's really just an electric grenade that damages all nearby enemies. An interesting function of the grenade is that it seems to do the same thing that a plasma pistol would do when it hits a vehicle. This is the most fun addition they've had to the game since Halo 3's Incendiary Grenade. And the way the sandbox is shaping up, I wouldn't be surprised if they brought it back. Same with the Elephant, which was a community favorite for Big Team Battle. Speaking of which, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The public access 12v12 Big Team Battle. I'm really excited for this as they showed a lot of new cool features in the Halo update video. There's a couple of old school things that we get to see in this demo, like the Ghost and the Banshee, but we also have a few weapons like the Spiker from Halo 3, as well as the Spike Grenade and the Chopper. The new features available to you in Big Team Battle are really fascinating. The first is a loot cave. This is somewhere you have to upload your AI and then defend it for a period of time while it hacks in. And if successful, you have a cache of power weapons and power-ups available to you. And the loot cave respawns over the course of the game. Another way to get power weapons is through ordnance drops. This is very similar to what you've seen in past Halos and in campaign. They're going to drop in random locations across the map. But a new one is Pelicans are actually going to fly over and drop vehicles for you. A feature that was present in Halo 5 has actually been removed though, and that's having a magnum while you're carrying the flag. It's a feature I'll miss, but you can always drop the flag and continue fighting. So the moment you've all been waiting for, my 3 challenges. I'm going to give away 6 copies of Halo Infinite. 3 to the people who first complete the challenge, and the other 3 to the people who have the most fun and crazy clips. Challenge number 1 is to use a gravity hammer or the repel equipment to send a rocket or sticky grenade back at the enemy and kill them. Challenge number 2 is to hop out of a Banshee in midair and grapple hook an enemy Banshee and hijack them. And the third, and by far the hardest challenge, grapple hook a fusion coil, and kill an enemy. All you need to do is DM me or tag me in a clip on Twitter of you doing one of the 3 challenges. If you don't have Twitter, feel free to email me. My contact information is in the description and also on the screen. As always, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.